So as you can see, guys, Treyarch really went to town there with that introduction. Probably the worst or the most brief intro I've ever seen to a game in my life. Nothing to write home about. Which is kind of funny, actually, because in their other game that I covered, which is Call of Duty 3, the intro to that was relatively short as well. So it seems like Infinity Ward, again, are the ones who tend to put more into even the intro to a game. It's kind of interesting. But then you could say, well, what's the point of an intro? You're really going to watch it anyway. Probably not. But anyway, guys, so like I said, welcome back to my retrospective look at the Call of Duty series, just prior to Black Ops, which is due to be released on the 9th. And today's the 1st. So, yeah, just over a week away now, so it's going to be an exciting time, I guess, if it plays well, and we're hoping it does. So this is the penultimate in the series. This is Call of Duty World at War. Like I say, made by Treyarch, also responsible for Call of Duty 3, as I said. So, I mean, I haven't played this game for a long time. I remember being thoroughly addicted to it, and that was, I guess, maybe about, well, when it came out, I guess. I got a little bit bored of Modern Warfare. You know, I'd gold crossed, I'd gone as far as you could go on that game, and I wanted a little bit of a change. You know, they hadn't released that many maps for Modern Warfare, just one map pack even, I think. So, yeah, that wasn't really good. So I was looking for a fresh challenge, and then this kind of came along, and I left Modern Warfare alone, and thoroughly enjoyed World at War. And like I say, thoroughly enjoyed it to the point of now, having done these videos, I've kind of been playing it a lot. You know, it's really put me back into the mood, if you like, for World at War, and I can appreciate it for the gritty kind of portrayal that Treyarch have done. Gritty as well, just like Call of Duty 3, so it seems as if, you know, there's a bit of a common, you know, thing here evolving. You know, Treyarch, they do the grittier games, they do the short intros. It's kind of funny how they have all their little individual perks like that. So the one thing that I found going back to World at War is how difficult it is. You know, particularly when you put it on the veteran level. Now, veteran should always represent a real challenge and real value for money anyway. But this kind of took it to an extreme. Particularly when you get to levels like Heart of the Reich and what else was there in particular? I can't remember now. But that one was very hard. There's grenades flying everywhere. It's really, really difficult, and it's very unforgiving. So you know, when you complete this game on veteran, you really feel like you know, you've really achieved something. I tell you what, using this flamethrower is just addictive as hell. I mean, every now and again it kind of runs out, which you can tell by the bottom right hand side of the screen there. Well, as soon as I said that, I changed weapons. But when you put the flamethrower up again, have a look at the bottom right-hand side, and when you're using it, the red bar kind of fills up to indicate how much is left. So you want to be careful not to use it all in one burst, because then you'll have to wait longer for it to replenish. But like I say, it's a very, very difficult game. And there's 15 missions in all. I mean, they're kind of wide and varied. You know, you're either an American or I think you play a Russian in part of it as well. And yeah, I mean, for the majority of the game, you know, I just went through this. Again, it's on easy level, so you know, I didn't want it to be too testing. Here's one of these kind of incidents where, you know, you like shake the right analog stick or press it in, and you know, I guess it adds a bit of variety to it. You know, that's kind of something which is very prevalent in Call of Duty games. You know, if it's not pressing the stick to shake off like a dog, or in this case a Japanese soldier, you know, you're doing it to you know, when you press the L and R buttons, like a German soldier. Was that in World? No, what was it? That was Call of Duty 3, wasn't it? So yeah, it adds a little extra to the game, I suppose, a little bit of variety. But really, it's a bit of an annoyance, in all honesty. But it's not a criticism, you know. And again, here it was kind of funny. You know, it's taking a lot of damage, but again, it's on easy level. So I pull out the flamethrower, and I just think, you know what? I'm just gonna burn some faces. You know, which maybe sounds a little bit horrific. It's just a game, obviously. So, yeah, you know, why would you opt for any other weapon when you can just do this? It's just completely crazy. But like I say, you daren't do this on veteran level, because if you did, you wouldn't last 5 seconds. Then bullets are flying everywhere. Now, what I also like about this game, I mean, maybe I should touch upon this more in the multiplayer, really. In fact, I might. But you also had the zombie mode as well. Now, but I've got to be honest, when I first played the zombie mode, I thought it was kind of cool. It was a nice addition, it was something quirky, it was something new. But I got bored of it very quickly. And, you know, you look on YouTube and there's videos, hundreds of thousands of them devoted to it. Zombies and Nazi zombies. And I just thought, you know, after maybe the first couple of days of playing it, it just got a little bit boring for me. To the point of when the map pack 2 and 3 for the DLC came along, I don't even think I tried them. Or if I did try them, I certainly didn't spend any prolonged period of time with them. I just found it pretty rubbish. But I guess I'm probably in a minority there, because pretty much everyone I speak to, you know, it's like, oh, Nazi zombies, wow, they're just absolutely wax lyrical about it. But I was bored out of my skin. I just thought it was rubbish. Just give me more DLC maps for the multiplayer. That's what I wanted. All these stupid bloody zombie things. But hey, you know, that's a great thing, isn't it? We all like different things. I'm not saying I hated it. I kind of enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it in very much short bursts, which was kind of well timed, because that was a short burst of fire I just threw at his back. So yeah, Chuck, I like this bit. Watch this guy just flies across my screen here. What the hell? Maybe it doesn't look as impressive as when you're actually playing it, but when I was playing it and he flew across, it just looked pretty funny. So going on the old the gun here, the heavy gun. And I always like doing these things. It's always good to take a few people down. Obviously there's a few very well strategically placed exploding barrels that just so happen to be there. So yeah, but it all adds to the dynamics of the game. You know, it's always nice to see big explosions. You know, it's part of the course, I guess, for the majority of games. But you know, it's always nice. Now, this is the level I was adhering to before. I'm pretty certain you play a Russian sniper here. I don't know why it would be an American, because it seems to be, you know, like a Russian level, or a Brit for that matter. But yeah, a little intro here that, you know, you're not really controlling anything. I think you can look left and right, but it's just like pretty much I guess to a degree, therefore, a bit of an interactive sort of level. But you can't really do anything other than look left or right until these guys walk off, and then you crawl forward and you've got to do like a sniping spree, which is right up my street because I love the sniper rifle anyway. You know, it's something which I guess you may have seen if you'd watched my other videos. It's something which I tend to use more often than not. You know, when I've got a choice of a weapon, I'll plumb for the sniper rifle. And I do it in single player mode where possible, and I do it in multiplayer. I do mix it up as well a bit, but it is my preferred choice of weapon. So there's that guy there, Sergeant Reznov. You know, I don't know how the Germans didn't see him there, obviously pretending to be dead. So like I mentioned before, what you get with Treyarch is you get a very gritty portrayal of World War II. You know, you really find yourself just with the dark skies, with the grittiness, you know, everything's kind of blue, black, beige. It's a very dark game. But it's something which I definitely get a kick out of. I'm not really sure where I stand with this game in terms of putting it in terms of priorities with my favourites. You know, maybe controversially somewhat, I'd probably say it's maybe my second favourite. I guess I'll touch upon that more at the end of the video. But I do pretty well here. This is a part where you've got to wait for the aeroplanes, which you can probably see there in the top left, going over the top of these soldiers. That makes a noise, so that covers up the sound of your sniper rifle going off. And then you've just got to take everyone out before the planes disappear. Take a couple of people out at once there. Now, this is probably the best I've ever done. I kind of got everyone. I even get this one guy and the dog with one bullet in a minute, which is the first time I've ever done this. And I think it is an achievement to get everyone... There you go, how's that for a shot? It's probably the best I've ever done. It just so happened I happen to be recording it as well. And I think... I can't remember what the achievement is off the top of my head, but I think it's kill everyone, you know, with using like 4 bullets or 5 bullets with a sniper rifle. And I kind of did it there. But usually what you've got to wait for to happen is for the dog to come out, and then don't waste a bullet on him because then you won't get the achievement. You just melee the dog. But I didn't have to do it there. So that's the best I've ever seen anyone ever do, if I say so myself. That's pretty impressive. Probably never be able to do it again, you know. But so this is... Oh, well, that was another brief segment of the sniper rifle. Maybe I'm putting too much footage of me with a sniper rifle. You're watching it thinking, yeah, I get the picture, you like the sniper rifle, you know, move on. So this is another one of them levels. This is, I'm not sure if this is the Heart of the Reich or the one after, but by now, you know, you're in the building, the old Nazi building. This is kind of towards right at the end of the game. And like I say, on veteran level, you are completely overloaded with soldiers. Grenades are flying everywhere. It's extraordinarily difficult, but it does represent a great challenge. Here we go again, you know. I was wondering how long it would be till I, you know, put a few sniper rifle clips on. It's getting a little bit silly now. But to be fair, I mean, for this part of the level, you know, everyone's using a sniper rifle. You know, you're not going to get like a pistol and start shooting at people. So, you know, this is, I guess, what everyone would do. So it's just a case of picking people off, you know. And I think actually this is kind of, I'm not sure whether at this stage enemies are just completely respawning. And I was shooting people. I went through like 4 clips of sniper rifles and I was thinking, what the hell's going on? And then I realised, actually, if you turn right, the door's kind of open and you can go downstairs. So I think I could have just spent all day just sniping here. And, you know, if I hadn't have turned around, then I'd probably still be there, you know, now. A day on, just sniping, thinking, what have you got to do here? But, yeah, now, I have gone back to this game to try and do it on veteran level, to complete the whole game on veteran level. And I'm not afraid to admit that it's proving difficult. It is bloody hard work. And if anyone out there says it's the easiest of the Call of Duty games, you're lying. That there is no way this is the easiest. This is probably the hardest. It, you know, it really does represent a challenge, to say the least. But, you know, I've completed Call of Duty 2 on veteran. I've done Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I've done Modern Warfare 2. Although I've done that on Modern Warfare 2 on the PS3. And I don't know if I can be bothered to do it all just for the sake of the achievements on the 360. Maybe one day I might go back to it. But Call of Duty 3 I have completed before, not on veteran, but it was on an old gamer tag, which I think I touched upon in the COD 3 video. So again, I'm not sure, just for the sake of getting the achievements, I can be bothered to do it again, or at least not anytime soon. So again, here we are. I guess, you know, the game just adding a bit of variety, just mixing things up a bit. And this one's called Black Cats. So basically, you know, you're a gunner on a plane, and you've just got to shoot the Japanese ships, I guess. And then later on, when all the kamikaze planes come flying down, you've got to take some of them out. And I believe for the achievement which is on here, you've got to take down 45. Which, maybe on easy level, you know, if I knew what I was doing, I probably would have done it. But I actually found it pretty difficult, you know. And I think I got to like 30, you know. So I'm finishing this level thinking, how bloody hell do you get 45? But like anything else, you know, once you know what you've got to do and you persevere with it, then I imagine that achievement is pretty easy to get. So I like all this bit here. It doesn't last long enough as far as I'm concerned, you know, because you're going by the ship. It'd be nice if you could turn around and go back into it. But you know, you've got to shoot all the soldiers on it, shoot the lights out of the front of the ships. Hence the whole Black Cats thing. Yeah, and that's an achievement in itself as well, actually. And this is the bit where you're shooting the planes. I find it quite difficult to lock onto them, because as soon as you start to see one, another one will fly by and your attention's distracted. Maybe that's the point there. Maybe you should just not get distracted and just, you know, concentrate on shooting just one plane at a time. So here I am, just pitching up, saving a few, rescuing a few soldiers, survivors, whatever. You know, it adds a little bit of variety, I guess. You know, just press the blue button, the X button, and everyone's happy. But like I say, guys, it's coming towards the end of the video. Now, I'm not sure where I stand with this game. Like I said before, one minute it's really infuriating because it's of its severe learning curve and difficulty, but at the same time that makes you come back, you know, because you want to complete it. Online, I think it's fantastic. Probably my second favourite game in the series, after Modern Warfare. But Call of Duty 2 as well. I mean, that's up. It's either this or Call of Duty 2. It's kind of difficult to choose one, but I really enjoy it. I really recommend it, and it's going to be interesting because this is made by Treyarch. It's going to be interesting to see what Treyarch's next game is like, which is obviously Black Ops. So maybe this might be an indication as to what they're going to go for. I'd put my money on it being very gritty, because that's the type of game they do. But anyway, guys, like I say, end of the video. Just wanted to go through the game on easy level, just show you what it's like. It's nothing too in-depth, but hope you enjoyed it. And last but not least, it's Modern Warfare 2, which I'll probably put on tomorrow or the day after, and then get back to normality with some pickup videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you later.